Hi, I'm Mona Cohen. I am the Program Director of the Harry and Rose Samson Family Jewish Community Center, and this is my Moment of Torah. My parsha is Beshalach, and that's the story of the Israelites leaving Egypt and going out into the desert. It is my favorite portion because it really speaks to faith and putting faith into action. And there are three particular characters in the parsha that really connected with me. When the Israelites leave Egypt with Moshe, Moshe is listening to God and following his beliefs and trusting. And the Israelites, not so much. And they're very nervous about this. They're happy to be escaping, but they're very afraid. And commentary says that one of the Israelites said to Moshe, "Why are we leaving? Why are we going out in this desert? Aren't there enough graves in Egypt?" And so there was a lot of fear. But they followed Moshe, knowing that the Egyptians were close behind with the chariots and the soldiers, and it was a very terrifying experience. But they followed Moshe, and Moshe had faith. In this story, my very favorite character is Nachshon. And Nachshon was from the tribe of Judah, and he was right there at the Red Sea with everybody else, and they were all standing there, and they were all scared, and they were looking at Moshe, and nobody was doing anything. And Moshe was about to raise his staff, and Nachshon stepped into the Red Sea. And the Midrash tells us that when he put that toe in the water parted as Moshe's rod lifted. So how did that happen? Was that Moshe? Was that Nachshon? You can look at it both ways, but in my mind, it was Nachshon's faith put into action. He wasn't waiting. One toe was enough for God to know that there was faith there, and the action happened. So they were able to get across the Red Sea and escape from the Egyptians. Another character that really speaks to me is Miriam. And Miriam was there too, of course, as Aaron and Moshe's sister. And while Moshe was celebrating the commitment to God and the wonderful result of God's strength, she brought the women, and Miriam and the women sang and danced to celebrate their belief in God and their commitment to God. And they sang and danced with timbrels. And you might go, now wait a minute, they had to leave Egypt with only unleavened bread, and they rushed out and they went into the desert. So where did Miriam get these timbrels? And the commentary tells us that Miriam brought the timbrels along. She made a point of taking them because she knew there would be things to celebrate. There would be times to sing and dance, and she wanted to be prepared. So there was a woman of faith who put her faith in action just by bringing along those glorious timbrels. So these three characters, Nachshon, Moshe, Miriam, all speak to me of faith and putting your faith in action. And as we think about it on this Shabbat, I think it's a really important message to us and asking us to look at how do we put our faith in action? How do we take our toe and stick it in the water?